But the Shaw Brooks Driving School is something that we're going to be there. Moxie has been invited to come out, check it out. We're going to go there and we're going to do some little something out there and kind of take some notes and have something to talk about that. And that's going to be fun because I've never been there. I haven't seen it. I've heard about these schools. We talked with Mike Medell, who attended it down in California last year, and said that with the knowledge that he gained, which is what you spoke of, Warren, was talking about, here he thinks he's making the right change, and he actually went backwards, spent his time chasing the car, trying to make it better, when it was just one little change that he needed to make, and it was pointed out. He said it was almost embarrassing because of, Wayne Brooks and watch him run for 3, 4, 5 laps. Say this
2
is
laps.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I'd say this is what you need to do. And he said it just instantaneously the car was just that much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's money well spent if you're interested in doing this. It's happening when,
the
Corey?
date on that school at Willamette Speedway is going to be April 27th and 28th.
Is there a deadline on the signing up for it, or can you do it at the show, or at the show, I say, at that day?
Well, to register, you can call 870-251-2966, and there is a $100 deposit required at the time you call to register. Does it say there's a deadline?
Well, I know
no.
if I was out there driving and had $1,000, I'd definitely do it.
I absolutely would.
Yeah.
Even if you didn't have if you're just a crew guy and you're wanting to help the team get better,
Well,
and you spend $400. That's right, $400 for 2 days of classes without a car. Still a heck of a deal.
Yeah.
Because I can tell you when we went back to Eldora in '96 to race with the UMP Summer Nationals event at the Big E.
Right.
There were some heavy hitters there, and let's just say we went to race and got a real quick education.
Yeah.
It was almost intimidating to hear. We're one of the that year we were one of the faster cars at our track. We'd won 4 features. We finished 3rd in points, and we went back there to race with those guys, and we were a world apart.
It's funny how that works too. The East Coast seems to be about 3 years ahead of the West Coast somehow. I mean, even with
there's just so much more racing there.
Yeah,
more tracks, more corporate sponsorship,
more money.
I mean, the chassis manufacturers. That's what it is. The money, it's all there. That's the hub. You want to be an actor, you go to L.A.
Right.
You want to be a racer, you go to the Midwest and East, and
right.
Just the way it is. But man,
if you want to be a redneck, you go to Arkansas
or Halsey.
Hey, I've lived in Arkansas and Halsey. Halsey.
God, why we gotta?
What?
You know what? Joel's serious now. He's got his hat on backwards.
You live in Turner.
See, that's that Halsey accent.
You know where I live? Little Beirut.
Lebanon.
Oh, Lord.
That's going downhill.
Won't you buy me a Mercedes?
That's enough. Black flag out and waving for Warren Simpson.
You keep it up, Warren. You keep it up, Warren. He's going to come down to that flag stand and beat you with the black flag.
Pat my backside and sit under the back. But the Shaw Brooks Driving School, I'm excited to go check that out because I don't know if you guys have ever had a chance to meet Kevin Shaw. Have you guys ever met him?
No. What an honor that
I would met him. Met him back when we were actually bought a new car from Shaw. We took the Shaw to race at Eldora. Went from Eldora down to Arkansas to pick up the new car. Okay.
Reading and talking at the same time.
Text messages are coming in about the Brooks Shaw Driving School and deadlines, and we'll get that information out before the end of the show.
Oh, right on.
But stop down to Arkansas, Batesville to pick up the new car. Tony Whitney and Jake Blair, and met Larry and Kevin, and man, I'm telling you right now, what a cool bunch of guys. Larry is, I think, in everybody I've ever met in racing, probably the nicest guy I've ever met. Just down home, down to earth, non-judgmental, and we, like I said, we got an education. We started talking about what we were doing out here. We're still running no tops and sideboards and wedge noses back then, and he's kind of like, you guys are doing what? And he was kind of like, we quit doing that 15 years ago. Yeah. You got a little bit behind us, huh? But just gave us a ton of knowledge, and it was a great experience. So if they can bring that type of deal to the school without having to go all the way back there to get it,
yeah, money well spent.
Yeah, absolutely, money well spent. So I'm looking forward to going out there and checking it out.
Me too. I'm excited too.
Yeah,
I'm excited to see a race car on the track. I'm ready to go.
See, have you been watching him the last couple of weeks? It started Friday night when the race cars.
Yeah,
I think it's when they fired up to come in.
When they were
that's what really got me.
That
drag car actually got my. And the fuel smell was still lingering when he pushed through the doors. I'm like,
oh man,
there it is.
We were sitting there when they were going out, and
when we were coming in, and Dibble rolled the car up to the door and shut her down.
See,
that breeze blew in, and just all them fumes hitting the face.
When I used to work up at Herschel McGriff's shop, that was one of the highlights. It's like, Junior, can I start the car? I would fill the shop with those fumes just so I could. Oh man!
Do you know how long it's been since I've been around a car that actually took race fuel? Over 2 years.
I was waiting for you to say I give up.
Because last year we were on methanol.
Right.
And that stuff is just plain old nasty.
It is. Coughing, burning, choke you up.
Burn your eyes.
Yeah.
It's
tears run down your face.
Yep.
It's worse than getting pepper sprayed.
It's comparable. I'm not a big fan. To get back out on the track and get out there and see it's everything. It's the whole experience of the track, the smell and the fuel and the sound and the vibrations and to see the speed.
Well, and that and to have Rob May put it on the top shelf like he always does, standing in 3, sets the car, gets in there, sprays you down with a bunch of
That's
clay.
not something you do early in the season.
And then watch him on the exit of 4 throwing a fireworks show.
When it's cool and moist outside, you do not stand in turn 3 when Rob May is coming at you because it's
not unless you enjoy it. But
buckshot, buckshot. I'm
Yeah.
not a big fan.
Better have your Jason mask.
Well, yeah, because we saw year before last, we saw Doc from Doc's Photos, take a shot to the right above the eye and split his head open, and
poor Doc.
Well, that's just one of the 2 incidents that happened that day. The other one had him buckled over when he took a rock to the boys.
Oh yeah.
I mean, poor Doc.
Doc, I'm going to do you a favor and leave this alone.
But you just don't do that early in the season, especially with the weather we've had and as moist that track. There's going to be marbles.
Well, especially with we still don't know who's doing the track prep. We don't know how many rocks are going to be brought to the surface
we
from
kind of
track
do.
prep.
I think we have a pretty good idea, but we're not going to
don't
go
know that
there at this point.
Okay.
Here's something that
Okay.
is interesting that we can discuss because it was kind of a major topic here at the car show.
Mm-hmm.
For the late models, let's go to the late models, and let's talk about the tire rule.
Oh, Lord.
Okay.
You guys are why'd you get so quiet?
You know what?
Well, let's let this sink in for a minute. The tire rule for late models on the D55 going from the grooved and siped big blocks to
from the little blocks to the big blocks.
The little blocks, we're going to big blocks now. Why don't we let that sink in for a minute? We'll go to commercial and come finish this show out.
Because I would love to hear somebody call us in on the Crocker's Cars call-in line, 503-862-3478. I want to hear opinions because we heard a lot of them here at the racetrack, and I want to get some more feedback on that because that is one of the more interesting topics that we had all weekend long. Hit us up on the Swears Trucking chat line. Let us know what you think about the late model tire rule at Willamette Speedway, your opinion of it. Positive, negative, doesn't matter. Let's discuss this. We'll open it up.
You want to hear my opinion?
I always want to hear your opinion.
I'm going to wait and judge for myself and see how it goes.
Well,
it's too hard to speculate at this point. And from my knowledge, I don't have a whole lot of knowledge about the late model tires, so I'm just going to sit back and watch and observe, and I'll give you an opinion on down the road.
Okay, well, we'll come back and talk about it amongst ourselves with whoever wants to jump in on the Swears Trucking chat line, the Crocker's Cars calling line. Hit us up. Let us know. We're here to talk about it. It's going to be an interesting conversation if we can get anybody to voice their opinion. Crocker's Cars is located on Santiam Highway across the street from Walmart in Lebanon, Oregon. We've been providing the finest pre-owned cars, trucks, SUVs, and RVs since 1983. Crocker's Cars has been in business for 31 years, offering quality used vehicles that meet your needs. With our experience and professionalism and no-hassle buying, customers really do come first here at Crocker's Cars. Crocker's Cars, where quality is the difference. Look us up on the web at crockerscars.com for a full line of inventory or give us a call at 541-258-2175. 541-258-2175. Does your job, the weather, or your health have you feeling down? Jetstream Aqua Massage is your answer to feeling better. Our hands-free massage will leave you feeling rejuvenated, relaxed, and restored. Our machines will relieve muscle tension and soreness, reduce pain, improve sleep and circulation, decrease muscle spasms, and increase your range of motion. If you suffer from diabetes, you'll be amazed at what our machines will do for your circulation and how it treats neuropathy. Stress, anxiety, depression, and everyday aches and pains are no match for Jetstream Aqua Massage. Our beds will do more for you in 20 minutes than a traditional 1-hour massage. And at only $1 per minute, we'll save you time and money. Find us on Facebook, Jetstream Aqua Massage. It's not just a massage, it's an experience.
Hey, Corey, you want to tell me what we're doing around all these cows?
We're at Stumbling J Livestock, Joel. Did you know that Stumbling J Livestock has been a family-owned business since 2005 and supplies all cattle needs from 300-pound feeders to 1,300-pound animals ready for butcher?
No, I didn't know that.
Did you know Stumbling J Livestock buys any type of livestock year-round and pays competitive prices?
No, I didn't know that either, Corey.
And I bet you didn't know Stumbling J Livestock buys and sells sheep and goats for pasture and meat.
No, I had no idea.
Joel, you don't know a whole bunch about cattle and livestock, do you?
Well, honestly, Corey, not really.
Well, Stumbling J Livestock provides all types of meat from silage-fed, grain-fed, even grass-fed.
Yeah? Really?
Stumbling J sells butcher-ready hogs when available too, Joel.
I sure love me some bacon. My local butcher, they've got the best bacon.
Those local butchers work directly with Stumbling J Livestock, and Stumbling J can butcher at a USDA plant to sell fresh meat straight off the farm.
Hey, Corey, how do you know so much about Stumbling J and their livestock?
Well, Joel, I read the script.
Man, let's eat. I'm hungry. Oh, man. I just found a cow pie with my new boots.
Yeah, I thought I smelled something. Don't worry, it'll wash off. Stumbling J Livestock Incorporated is located in Shed, Oregon. You can contact them at 541-409-5650. 541-409-5650. Race fans, are you ready for the biggest, baddest, fastest street stock tour this side of the Mississippi River? The Road to the Iron Giant is coming to a racetrack near you.
8 different tracks that will test the best talent in the West on both dirt and asphalt.
Don't miss the kickoff to the 2017 series on April 29th at the Bobby Morley Memorial at Sunset Speedway.
On May 20th, we prepare for the war at the southern border at Southern Oregon Speedway in White City.
Hold on to your lug nuts, race fans. June 3rd, the Street Stocks take on the Sportsman Division of Madras Speedway.
If that wasn't exciting enough, they're going to do it all again on June 10th in round number 2, the Street Stocks versus Sportsman at River City Speedway in St. Helens.
June 24th, we head to Cottage Grove Speedway to honor the memory of racing legend Mark Howard at the 11th Annual Mark Howard Memorial Wallbanger Cup in a 52-lap, $1,026 to win feature event.
July 29th, things get hot and heavy when the dirt cars invade the asphalt at Douglas County Speedway.
August 26th, a tidal wave of action hits Coos Bay Speedway as the best of the best battle at the beach.
September 3rd wraps up the action as the series championship gets settled at the second annual Iron Giant Championship night at Willamette Speedway in Lebanon. One driver walks away with the Iron Giant trophy and the title of Iron Man.
We'll sell you the whole seat,
but you'll only need the edge. Okay, man. Crazy break right there. Uh-oh.
There he is already.
Things are hitting and dinging, and messages are coming in. Let's see what we got going on here. We open up the lines. Challenge anybody that wants to call in and talk about the new tire rule for the late model situation here, at least at Willamette Speedway.
And if you don't want to say your name, don't say your name.
Don't say your name.
We will not read off caller ID on this one.
Well, it's just something we're curious to hear the feedback because we heard a lot of it at the car show.
The D55s there, it's going to be a hot topic this season, going from small block to big block, with the combining that with the other rule packages concerning the spoilers and the engine packages and the weights. There's a lot of changes to the late model division. I mean, when Claire started running late models, you could fit all the rules for all 5 classes on one sheet of paper on one side. Whoa.
That's true. Did that come through? There we go.
Yep.
Go ahead, Joel.
Northwest Dirt News, you're on the air.
Hello.
Hi, who are we speaking to?
This is Darren.
Darren Koffel, how are you, sir?
Hey, Darren.
Mr. Koffel.
How's it going over there in Central Oregon? We're sitting around the studio talking racing. We've been talking about the car show and talking about the events that took place.